to motivate, to move. That as you're operating in a lower mind state and you're listening to the outer voices, you're being motivated by these outer voices to avoid pain, gain pleasure. The human brain, based at the most fundamental animal place, is hardwired to avoid pain, gain pleasure for the purposes of survival. Okay? As long as you're listening to this avoid pain, gain pleasure, you're going through the tick-tocks of your emotions. You're being motivated from external forces, staying stuck because society is expecting you to be a certain way. That's an external motivation. I hope I don't experience pain by actually leaving this mold and moving into what I would love. Right? So I've got to stay here because I don't want to experience that pain. So to avoid that pain, I'm going to stay here. So this external motivation is operated on the tick-tock of your emotions to avoid pain, gain pleasure. Even if the gaining pleasure means staying right where I'm at in my great big giant tiny little comfort zone. Okay? So we break through into inspired action. It's from the inside. It's from the inner voice. It inspires you to such a degree that you take action on it. You can't not take action on it. It's more painful to not take action on it once this inspiration begins to unveil itself. It's more painful to not take action than it is to take action. It's more aggravating from the inside. The internal angst of not moving forward is more painful than moving forward. So you're willing to move forward into inspired action. Inspired action. I want you to think about inspired action. And that brings us into moving through the 7 areas of our life. 7 areas of our life. Physical, mental, spiritual, financial, family, career, and social. To empower all 7 areas of our life through inspired action so that we wake up every single day loving our life for what it is as it is, ready to get into action in continuing to build my life towards the greatest degree of fulfillment. That is a mastered life. Not the life of a drone that's been programmed to go get a job, work for 40 years, and retire on a small portion of what you used to make at your job, which wasn't enough when you were at a job, and then you retire and then you make even less. This whole system in society that's been programmed, that's in place, has let everyone down. It's lied to everyone. The promises of what it used to be, you can go get a job, work a job forever and retire, those days are gone. They've let society down. They've let you down. I know out there right now, people are absolutely scared. They're living on uncertain terms. They're living on an uncertain foundation. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They're literally almost paralyzed by fear of what's going on out there in the world right now. And what I say is when you begin to tune into what it is that I'm sharing with you and dissolve your charges and move to the center, you begin to understand universal law. And the universal law is that the will of God for me, which is the grand organized design, is equilibrium. Everything's balanced at all times. When you begin to understand this universal law, no matter what mankind can create, it is subordinate to universal law. Universal law is that inside you, there's a reason why you're alive. There's a reason why you're put on this earth. It's your divine mission. It's your divine purpose. It's your divine inspiration. Your divine vision for your life. That will never cease to exist. And the more powerful you become on being able to uncover that and understand it, it does not matter what's going on the external world. This internal mission is going to drive you forward for the rest of your life no matter what. That's universal law. Universal law is what you think about comes about. So if you think about and what you focus on, it expands. So if you think about what it is that's going on in the world, and all this troubled time and these uncertain terms, if that's what you're constantly thinking about, then that's the world you live in, and then you're trapped and you are a prisoner. If you are willing to dissolve your fears and your guilt and move forward and move into a universal perspective and a universal vision and a universal